Ladies and gentlemen and ninjas, welcome back to the Decon on the African Geekdom Tip with your boy JP.
Hello.
Grab your rums with Coke. Don't drink and drive. Today, I say to you, welcome to the dreaming.
Oh, you don't think dreams can die? Let's find out.
Nightmares do not belong in the waking world.
Oh, it turns out I fit right in.
Dreams don't die.
Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream.
Yep, we're reviewing The Sandman. Netflix is The Sandman, based on a DC comic property, so it should be at WB, right? On HBO Max. That makes more sense. What a blood clot thing you do once again, Warner Brothers. What a guan. By the way, it's on Netflix. I don't know much about it, but this comic book property, I don't know much about it, but here we go. Sandman Overture. It's basically the prelude to the main story that's in the comics, yeah? This was fucking trippy. And from what I've read in this, it's pretty accurate, it's pretty spot on. The lead character, Dream, Morpheus, the King of Dreams, is played pretty spot on by Tom Sturridge. I don't remember seeing Tom Sturridge anywhere before this, but good on him. He was perfect. I believe Neil Gaiman had a hand in the casting here. And he picked the right actors for the job. Just off the top of my head, the MVPs are Tom Sturridge himself as Dream, and none of the side characters distract from his performance. Kirby Howell-Baptiste as Death. Boyd Holbrook having a hell of a time as the Corinthian. And Lucifer, played by Gwendolyn Christie. Excellent performances all around. Top shelf. Now, backtracking, the story in this. How can I even... Okay, starters. Morpheus, the King of Dreams, is captured by a bunch of wizards and sorcerers and stuff. Wizards, whatever. Magic practitioners on Earth, because they were trying to capture Death. So they keep him locked up for around 100 years, trying to get him to grant them gifts, stuff like that. Immortality, bring back their dead relatives, but he just doesn't speak until he manages to get out and reclaim his kingdom. Everything's in disarray. He's lost most of his power. So basically, the first half of this TV show is just about him trying to get back what he lost. And then it switches again. You get a few bad guys. There's no way to just easily describe what this is about. It's a trip, I can tell you that. And yes, it is a long time suffering comic book property. And if you're going into this, because some of you are not comic book fans, you comic book movie fans. So if you're going into this expecting the rah-rah, punch you in the face, shoot lasers and stuff, pew-pew through your fingers or through your eyes, explodey, you're going to be disappointed. It's not. This is not what this is about. It is not that type of TV show. It's not that type of story. It's a long, meandering and pondering tale about a very brooding man, brooding god, if you will. And there's different, some of it's a bit of an anthology show, as it tends to focus sometimes on different people just living their lives and how these entities come into their lives and affect their lives. It is all very well told, very well put together, and this is a very expensive show, by the way. It averages at around $15 million per episode, and you wonder where that money went. Every frame you see on screen, the cinematography, the special effects, you cannot fault the special effects. You really have to be nitpicky to point out something that's not working on screen, and I didn't spot a single fucking thing. It's very gothic, very dark, and was a standout episode for me. My favorite episode, definitely his trip to hell, visiting Lucifer, played by Gwendolyn Christie, who is, although portrayed as a woman, more accurate than the Lucifer we got on the Lucifer show, which I never liked that show. It was a fucking police procedural, if you ask me. Fucking ruined the character. And my second favorite episode would be the episode 6, where, you know, it's about death, with death, and about the fan backlash because of the casting of Death, because Death in comics is a gothic girl, and they cast a black woman. What do I say about that? I'm usually, I'm kind of against these things, but Miss Howell Baptiste did a great job. Her portrayal of this character was pretty spot on. Everything that made Death was there, except for her not being, you know, a pale white chick. And as I say, it's a fucking anthropomorphic interpretation of the concept of death. What fucking color should she be? Should she even be a she? So it was fine. It was just fine. Some of you fucking just... I mean, if this stops you from watching the show, you can fuck off. Because it was a great show. Summing up my overall thoughts on this, I mean, shit. They did a... For once, the writer was involved, Neil Gaiman was involved, and the transition from book to screen was seamless. It was wonderfully done. One word to describe the show would be beautiful. Beautifully done. Every shot, there was care and love put into every shot. In the writing, the characters, you can tell, was done by people who like these characters, who like the story. So my rating for this will definitely be a 9 out of 10 reels. Yeah. And on my Shaggy scale, I'll give this one a Mr. Bombastic.
Mr. Bombastic!
So, before we sign off, I'm glad I reviewed this like a week later, after they released the bonus episode, episode 11, where they had the arc about the dreams of cats. Now, in the Sandman Adventure, there is a version of Dream who is a cat. I don't know. Hold on. He was sleeping in my desk. Don't wake you, kitty. Alright. Yeah, so the dreams of cats was in this. I did not think they'd do that. It's so weird, but again, well done. So yeah, I mean, if you're into supernatural thrillers and kind of dramas, this is definitely for you. I recommend this. I give this a high recommend. As a comic book adaptation, this is by far one of the most accurate comic book adaptations we've had, including 300 and Sin City. Yeah. So, go watch it. This has been me, your boy JP, your girl Sekhmet, signing out. So, please like and subscribe. Give Sekhmet a like. And I'll see you next time here on the African Geekdom Corner. This has been me, JP.